Hi Darko. Hi everybody. I decided to go ahead and put together a video I did last summer. I apologize for the delay. I got sidetracked last year, had a lot going on. This video will catch up a little bit, and then I'll get to another one that'll fill you in on the rest. Enjoy.
Alright. So, my mother, who shall remain nameless at this time, has achieved the pinnacle of evil as far as I am concerned. I'm simply dumbfounded because she's going so far as to threaten to try to have my biological grandson thrown into the foster care system, along with the other 3 children that my daughter has been fostering for the past year and a half. All because apparently my daughter did not discuss it thoroughly enough with my mother when she decided that she is going to adopt these 3 foster children. Their parents are in jail for having killed their last baby while they were high on meth. The grandparents have been trying for a year and a half, almost 2 years now, to get custody of these children, taking classes to prove that they are fit and able to care for them. And they're not. Their final class ended. They are having their options to take the kids in terminated, and the kids are going up for adoption. Now, we had discussed well over a year ago in text on a group thread, Casey and I, how if these children went up for adoption, she was not going to be able to let them go to strangers. And of course I said absolutely not. And at that time, my mom even chimed in and said, yes, those kids belong with you. Those kids need to stay with you. So, Casey and I were kind of under the impression that we had discussed it with her. But when Casey announced the other day that the adoption would be going through as of August, which I am thrilled about, my mom blew her top. And she went so far overboard, stepped so far over the line. It is beyond ridiculous. And I can't believe it. I am stunned. I knew my mother was vindictive, but I never knew to what extent she would go to think that she could, without any consideration, jeopardize my grandchildren's lives, particularly my biological grandson, who has done nothing wrong to deserve this. He did nothing to her, and she's going to try to ruin his life? Are you kidding me? This woman has lost her mind. I don't even know her anymore. And it's so sad because we had such a good time when I was down there visiting her after my residency, and I am just beyond words right now. I'm so hurt by this. I love my mother. I have always loved my mother deeply and dearly, despite her many faults. But this is going way too far. She is hurting my daughter and hurting my grandchildren, trying to hurt my grandchildren. She is not going to succeed. My daughter owns that house just as much as she does. Thank God my mom put her name on the deed when she bought the home and moved Casey in. Casey has been paying the mortgage payments, the utilities, sending all the payments to my mom faithfully for almost 2 years now. And this is how my mother is going to repay her. My daughter has replaced every square inch of the crappy old carpeting that was in there with beautiful wooden laminate flooring. My daughter is a talented woodworker. A beautiful and intelligent girl. And I think the best mother that I have ever known. She has outdone me. She is so much better than even I was. And I think I did a pretty damn good job with my kids. My youngest just turned 18 yesterday. So, my children are all now officially adults. And I am kind of looking forward to the empty nest. Much as I love still having my son here, there are times when it would be nice to just have the peace and the quiet and the clean house without having to be constantly cleaning. My mother can still make me feel like I'm 5 years old. And I'm going to be 52 next month. I've got to get over this. I can't let her have this much emotional control over me. But baby steps, right? I've succeeded in releasing myself from her completely financially now. The phone was the last hold she had over me. I am no longer under her thumb, and never will I be again. I will still gladly be here for her if she needs me. And I will do whatever I can for her, as I always do, always have. She doesn't have to bully me to get me to do things for her. She doesn't have to buy me or blackmail me or threaten me. But when she comes down to threatening, it makes me not want to do anything more for her. At this point today, I almost don't ever want to talk to her again. Which is okay with her at this point, because she plainly told my daughter yesterday that she never wanted to hear from me again. So I suppose, like, you know, around Mother's Day last year, 2015, I'm dead to her again. Dead to her. And just 2 weeks ago, she was telling me how much she loved me and how much she missed me and how much she enjoyed my company while I was there. And it was wonderful. We were just two old ladies sitting around for 3 days with no drama, no trauma, no problems to solve. Just talking about life's mysteries and my plans for the future. And she actually was seemingly supportive of what I'm going to be doing, of my mission, the sanctuary, and spiritual and mental health, wellness center, the whole bit. She was impressed by the fact that once I have my doctorate in 2 years, I can start teaching as a professor, you know, because that'll make money. So that made her happy. But she seemed impressed too with my desire to help others. Non-profit. She didn't condemn it. She actually commended it. Told my stepdad that she was proud of me. Told me she was proud of me for the second time in my life. But I don't know what to believe anymore, if she ever means anything she says. It makes me question everything she has ever told me. I've always known to question everything she's ever done for me, so eventually I'll learn, right? 52. Almost. And I'm finally learning to stand up for myself. Tell you what, that residency did wonders for me. When I left that campus, I felt 10 times bolder, 10 times stronger, 10 times more confident than ever before that I can do this. I can do this. Still don't know quite how exactly I'm going to pull it all together, but I know I can do this. Because God is with me every step of the way. And somehow, for some reason, all this bullshit with my mother is happening for a reason. And although I see no logical reasoning behind the choices she is making right now, it's just ridiculous. making claims that are completely unfounded and making threats that she cannot follow through with. But at this point, all we can do now is pray. I've texted her all I'm going to text her. You guys chill, please. I've texted her all I'm going to text her as of yesterday for a while. She doesn't even know I've got my phone back on yet. I'm not sending her my new number. She can give me my old number back if she wants to get a hold of me, because I want my old number back. I'm done. Done being pushed around by her. Done trying to live my life to please her. I'm living my life for God. I am living my life the way I believe I am meant to. Doing what I believe I am supposed to. And in the end, I know I will be helping so many others. And that is what brings me happiness. I guess that's all I'm going to say for now. I just really needed to vent for a while. I appreciate you all listening to me. I apologize for slacking off on my videos for so long. There will be more in the future. I have 2 more years left in school. I'm not going to blow you off for that length of time, but it just might be few and far between until then. Then I'll be able to focus a lot more time on my ministry, and I'll try to set up weekly sermons and stuff like I originally planned with this channel. In the meantime, I hope you can enjoy the videos I've put together and the music videos that I've put in my playlists. Check it all out. Be sure you check out my Google Plus page. Lots of good music videos on there too. Until next time, everybody. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Enjoy your summer. God bless. I'm going to improve the animal rescue first, build better facilities for the cats and dogs, and then build a women's shelter. A place where women can come to leave abusive relationships and bring their animals. How many of you know that women's shelters don't allow women to bring their animals? So the majority of women just end up staying in abusive relationships because they won't leave their animals behind. Well, we are always going to have a place for animals. So, my shelter will allow those who need to bring their animals. Eventually, it's going to be more than just a shelter, but that's where we're starting. That's the first phase. I've applied. I have applied for a grant for $200,000, which the thought of terrifies me. Say that differently. the thought of which terrifies me, to be in control of that much money, but I think I could do a lot of good with it, and it would be a good start. We'll see what comes of it. If not, I have found that there are tons of philanthropic organizations out there that are willing to help people like me who want to help others but don't have the means. God, what a wonderful world.